Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good noon. Again, wow, so happy to see your faces and all of this light there. Wow, I see that. I feel myself so strong, so great, so complete. This is the meaning of the philosophy of the complete person from the 13th century. It's so great. The meaning of the perfect person, it's not as an individual. The meaning is that I part of all of these big human being. It's called all of you together, the collective. Um, it's very important to sometimes when we sit together or sitting alone or never mind how to sit, the most important thing is to think, to try to think, as Alexander McDowell once, when he was defeated in one of his battles, he entered to a great cave, and he was alone there, sad, broken, and so on. And suddenly he saw small ant, try to get up on the wall. He tried to see what happened there. 50 times she get and fall, and you say to yourself, oh, if this ant falling 50 times, it's okay if I had one defeat or two. And he got out and he called his people and they came. From that time, when I was alone, I say, okay, so great to do this. And once I saw some birds flying, and directly I catch, I say, how is the taste? How is the feeling when you are flying there? I would like to do that. I say, I will not succeed, but you know what? I'll free my heart to fly. And when I freed my heart, in the end of the day, my heart came back to me. And I look at the heart, I saw millions of faces there. And the fragrance of each one is there. And I know that my heart chosen to fly and to see all of the people all around the world, to know who he is. Good morning, Shahabuddin.
Good morning.
Yours.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everybody. So, the war in the Holy Land continues. The war in Ukraine continues. The war in Sudan continues. Other places in the world have difficulties, struggles, wars, fighting. Is this really who human beings are? Are we really just like the animals? And I shouldn't say that. I don't want to say anything bad about the animals. In many ways, they have greater civilization than we do. But we have this instinct in us to overcome, to be better than the other, to accumulate more than the other. And we think we need this for survival. But I'll tell you a story. I was at one of the ashrams in India many years ago, Anand Ashram in Kerala state. And this ashram, which is now, 60, 70 years old, has schools, has health clinics, social workers. It really affects the whole of southern India. And in 1 year, they gave more water pumps to small villages than the whole government of India did. And I was speaking to the Swami Satchidananda, the head of the ashram, And I asked him about where they get the money. How do they fund this? How do they do this? And he looked at me and he smiled and he shrugged his shoulders and went, he didn't answer, he just shrugged. And then he told me something that was fascinating. He said, the other secret is every year on January 1, we make sure we have not 1 rupee in the bank, that we've spent everything that's been given to us, that we are totally empty. And he said, we have all these people, the children at schools, the people who come to the clinics, who depend on us, and we depend on God. And to fully do that, we had to make ourselves totally empty. So when we worry about the outcome of all this violence, make ourselves totally empty. Give away all of our investments, all of our concepts, and then naturally, our hearts will be like Ghassan's heart. Our hearts will begin to fly. Our hearts will feel what the others feel. Do you think the family in Israel or in the West Bank or in Gaza, do you think they identify themselves really first as, I'm an Israeli, I'm a Gazan, I'm from Palestine? No, I am the mother of my children. I am the father. I am the child. I am in this unit that loves me. For us, we need to become part of that unit that loves all involved. And what we're seeking is a state of balance. Out of balance, peace arises. I said yesterday to some friends, peace has become a political word. It doesn't mean peace anymore. It's some concept where I win and you lose, and that's peace. But that's not what peace is. First, we need to maintain a balance among all people involved. Out of that balance, when the killing stops, peace will eventually emerge. And to remind us of dear Elias Jabor, great peacemaker, we'll have peace with problems, not peace without problems. That's part of letting peace be alive, solving the problems as they arise, but not warring, not killing each other. So I invite us all to open our hearts, feel the joy of being human. And one last thing, I can't quote it exactly, but I remember Murshid Sam in the poem Salahuddin. He said, Muhammad was the compassion. Jesus was the compassionator. What does that mean? It means there's 2 aspects, the essence of compassion and the action of compassion. We need to hold both. Not just the essence, but the action. We need to be compassionators. And that means watching ourselves, watching our thoughts, feelings, our emotions, controlling our tongue, and really feeling the essence of balance. Thank you. Bless you.
Thank you, Shahabuddin. Thank you so much. Thank you for these great words. And about touching the peace and the process of the peace, the dimension of the peace, the essence. As you say, it's a great, as usual, when I went to study to be peacemaker long ago, And I met Victor, my mentor, my great teacher, peacemaking. He said to me, Ghassan, don't use your peace as a title. Use it as a life. And when you will go to create peacemaking or project, don't come to change the other. Change yourself first and go to be peacemaker, to change yourself with the other. This change will create a new situation, a new world of understanding and love. And I remember he say, you need to take the 7 commandments, the 10 commandments, make them all. Don't lose one. If you lose one, as you lose everything. And he say to me, once I prepared a group of peacemakers, and he said to me, one of them, he was lying to me all the time because, you know, it's hard classes. And my grandmother, she passed away. And he told me 1 year, her grandmother passed 14 times. You know, he want to run. He doesn't want to come to the classes. He said to me, he lied to me. I can discover. I'm discovering that. But the problem, he didn't lose himself in my eyes. He loses himself in his inner eyes. Then we need the peace to be complete, to be great, to be straight, and to work through the essence of the peace. And from here, I would like to go to a very important place in the Holy Land, inside Israel. It's called Daliat al-Karmel. Daliat al-Karmel, it's the top of the Haifa, of so beautiful place. From there, you can see the Mediterranean, and you can close your eyes. You can imagine all of the people beyond and inside. I used to go there with Shahabuddin, with Hafiz, with Ted, with many, Michael, all of these people. And I used to go usually for work with Anat Levor and others to create peace with the Druze community there. And we have here with us a very important leader of peace, and so active women and so intellectual women. She is great friend Akhlas Ghadban. Akhlas, تفضلي إنه وقتك.
مساء الخير من دالية الكرمل بلد السلام.
Good evening from Daliat al-Karmel, the city of peace.
اللهم يا منزل السكينة في قلوب المؤمنين وملء الأرض بالأمان والسلام، ندعوك يا الله بأسمائك الحسنى وصفاتك العليا.
Oh God, you reveal the tranquility to this world. We call you to give us peace and security. تفضلي.
أن تلقي السلام والأمان في قلوب البشر وتجمع الأمم على المحبة والتعاون.
Put the peace and tranquility and security in the hearts of the people, and gather all of these nations in love and connection.
وتفيض رحمتك وهدايتك على العالم أجمع.
And give us your mercy and your great revelation to all of the world, all around the world.
اللهم إله السلام والمصلح الحق، اجعل بين قلوب البشر محبة وتسامح.
Oh God, the God of peace, and you reveal the straightness, create between the people and among the people forgiveness and love.
واحفظ الأبرياء من الظلم والعدوان.
And protect the innocent people from persecution and from the attacking.
اللهم اجمع شمل الأمم والشعوب في رغبة واحدة لبناء عالم متسامح وسالم.
God, gather all the people and create within them a desire to unite the world in community and in peace and love.
اللهم احفظ مناطق الشرق الأوسط وأهلها من الصراعات والحروب.
God, protect all of the people of the Middle East from the wars and from the conflicts.
واجعلها بئرا من السلام والازدهار.
And make it a big hole of peace and flourishing.
اللهم اشف جراح الجرحى وارزق المحتاجين والهم اللاجئين الأمان والمأوى.
God, heal all of the wounded people and give to these immigrant people shelters.
اللهم انعم بالصحة والسعادة على الجميع.
God, give us happiness and health, life to all of the people all around us.
اللهم اهدنا جميعا على طريق الخير والصدق.
God,
واجعلنا سببا للسلام.
God, make all of us people of straightness and righteousness, and bring us to the way of peace and brotherhood and sisterhood.
أدعوكم جميعا لنعمل سويا من أجل عالم يسوده السلام.
I invite all of you here to work together for creating a new world, working or heading toward peace and understanding.
فلنبدأ اليوم بدعوتنا هذه ولنكن نحن نموذجا للتغيير الذي نريد أن نراه في هذا العالم.
And we come to begin now and to be the model, to be the example for all of the world of peace and security.
أقول لكم إخواني أن السلام ليس بهدية نتلقاها بل هو مسؤولية نحملها جميعا.
I'm telling you, brothers and sisters, peace is not a gift that we are getting. It's responsibility that we need to active.
نعم، نحن نحملها جميعا من أجل بناء عالم أفضل لأولادنا وأحفادنا والأجيال القادمة.
We hold this responsibility to build the future for our children, our grandchildren, and for all the people in the future.
وأبتهل إلى الله عز وجل أن يحل السلام في العالم بأكمله.
And I pray for God that peace will begin and grow in all of the world, all of the world.
أرجوكم ارفعوا أيديكم معي وصلوا من أعماق قلوبكم من أجل السلام في الشرق الأوسط وفي جميع أنحاء العالم.
I ask you, please hold your hands and pray for the peace in the Middle East and all around the world.
مع خالص أمنياتي بالسلام والتفاهم أخلاص.
And with all of my love and my connection with you, Ikhlas Ghadban. Ameen. Amen. شكرا جزيلا يا إخلاص أيتها الرائعة على هذه الكلمة العميقة والجميلة التي أثرت في قلوبنا جميعا. شكرا جزيلا يا إخلاص.
شكرا لكم جميعا.
Thank you all, she say. I say thank you, Ikhlas, for this very, very, really brief and very deep prayer and deep words. And I hope we will get to the result of peace and connection and understanding and love in the Middle East and all around the world. It's very important sometimes to take a picnic. Make a picnic. It's very important. All of us, we try to take our families and take our children and to get out sometimes to the beaches. Don't forget Florida, so beautiful beaches here, and I'm sure you have the same. And yesterday, after we finished the prayer, I got out to another meeting, but I saw all the family standing here looking at me like this. What? Did I make a mistake? No one answered. Okay. Did I do great things? No one answered. Okay. Maybe in the middle? No one answered. Okay, I'm with you. What you need? I agree with you. They say, Ghassan, Layla, the children, all of them, grandchildren, come on now. Come with us. Where I have some meetings. No, you don't have. I need to answer some calls. They stole my cell phone. They closed the computer and they grabbed me with them to the beach. Last night, I was at the beach until evening. And I felt there is a world. Not only war. And there's understanding between the people. And I saw many people there very happy. And I came back happy last night. And I remember Shahabuddin, Ghassan, eat something. I ate. By the way, Shahabuddin, I ate full. And it was great for me to really to feel and to taste, not only to work and to do the life. And I came back very strong. Today, I was differently. I was very strong. And Akhlas added to our meeting a lot, as Shahabuddin usually and all the time. And all of you. Shahabuddin, I finished. It's yours.
I'm finished too. I'm tasting the food in my mouth. Ghassan is a great peacemaker. My job is to call him up 3 times a day and say, you need to rest and you need to eat. That's my peacemaking work. So I do my job. I'm happy they took you to the beach. It's funny, yesterday I had also a lot of obligations. At a certain point, I closed the computer, I shut off the phone, and I went to walk in the mountains. The mountains are my beach, you know, so thank you. Akhlas, thank you so much. Your prayer was so deep and your presence even deeper. You got into all of our hearts. I know that. You're welcome. Thank you. So I have nothing else to say.
Okay.
I know that we're all praying. I know that. And the prayers are deeper than the words.
Exactly. Thank you. You know, first of all, I would like to say hello to Dana.
Hi.
Hi, how are you, Dana?
Good, how about you?
Great. I want to introduce Dana, the daughter of Akhlas. She is a great peacemaker. She's 15 years old and she's part of Abrahamic Reunion Youth, the youth of Abrahamic Reunion. I think she will be really soon the one of the great leaders of the future in Abrahamic Reunion. Prepare yourself. Sure. Would you like to say something to all of us?
I would like to say that my mom first, I'm very proud of her. And I want to thank you all for being good people. And thank you all for like making me happy. And I really had fun with all of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yadana. Thank you. God bless you. And we'll see you, so great peacemaker. There's nothing to say, as Shahabuddin said. When we are praying, sometimes you know, when we were in the schools, sometimes you bring some good food to eat, and one of your friends take that food, eat it, and you'll stay without food. And this is the riddle. This is the beauty of our life. Sometimes something take the taste of your mission, but that mission is very important. The most important for us is, my son, the most important thing is to allow the prayer take all of the taste of your discussion and getting up. Inshallah, God will listen. The ears of God hearing us, we connect with him. Thank you. See you tomorrow morning, inshallah. Shukran ya Akhlas, shukran ya Dana. Narakum qariban. وإلى اللقاء. Thank you.
إلى اللقاء.
See you tomorrow.